स्टार्ट हो गया। देख।
Okay, let us start. Could you please confirm once that you can see me, you can hear me, as well as you can see the slides? Is it audible? Could you please confirm once that you can see me, you can hear me, as well as you can see the slides? Okay. Okay, thank you. So, very good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ambuj. I am a research scholar at Agricultural and Food Engineering Department, IIT Kharagpur, and I will be taking your live interactive session for the course Problem Solving Through Programming in C. This course is taught by Professor Anupam Basu, okay, from IIT Kharagpur. And what I will be doing in this particular session, that I will be posting some of the questions based on the previous week's content in front of you all, okay, and you just have to answer these questions using the chat box, okay. So this is the exercise I have planned, okay. So let us start with the very first question for the present session. This one. Question says, what is the right way to initialize an array in C? And your options are this much. Okay. Just have to type in the correct option in the chat box, then we will discuss. Okay. Yes. All the questions are based on the previous week's content. Feel free to answer. Okay. Even though you don't get it correct in the very first attempt, but try to answer. What is the right way to initialize an array in C? This is the question. Okay. And various options have been given. So do try to answer it. Okay. Two people are saying B. Good. B. Great. Yes. Please do try to answer it. Very few people have joined. So I'll appreciate if you all can answer. Then at the end we'll discuss, okay, how things are going on. At any point of time, if you are having any doubt, then please you can unmute yourself and ask. Okay, very few people have joined today. Okay, only 5 responses. All are saying B. Good. Rest of the people, please do answer. Please do try to answer it. Okay. You might not be correct in the very first attempt, but it would be good if you try to attempt it at least. Okay. Good. 7 people. Still uh, two remaining. Please try to answer it. Okay. Yes, indeed. Whomsoever have answered this question, you are correct. The correct option is B only. Okay. This is how you initialize in an array in C. Okay. So, first of all, you have to define the data type. Okay, which your entire array would be having. Then you have to define the dimensionality of the array in the square bracket. Okay, and then you have to put an equal to sign, and you have to use curly brackets to mention the elements of the array. Okay, so this is how you initialize an array in C, and rest of the options are very close, but they are having mistake in the syntax. Okay, so correct answer is this B1. Okay, breaking down why B is correct, because it declares an integer array named ARR or array, okay, that can hold 5 elements. Size of the array has been defined in this case in the square brackets. And after that, equal to sign has been put on. And in the curly brackets, it is written, this initializes the array with the provided values. The values are enclosed in curly braces and separated by the commas. Okay. First element of the array is ARR0. Okay. This is how you will define, and then it will be 1. Okay, ARR0 or array 0, 0th element is 1, and first element would be 2, and so on. Okay, so this is how the array is interpreted in C language. Okay, now you try to see. Option A was this one. Option A was integer array, and after that curly brackets were there. Okay, this is incorrect, because the size of the array must be specified inside the square bracket. Okay, so option C, no, it is also incorrect, because still you are using the curly brackets. The size of the array should be well defined in the square brackets. Okay, so that is the thing. And then option D, integer array, and then round brackets for have been written. No, it is not correct. So hence the only one correct option would be there. That would be option B only. Okay. This is very basic. This is how you initialize an array. Let us move forward towards the some advanced examples. Okay. Now you try to see this. This is a very theoretical and basic question. Okay. An integer array of dimension 10 is declared in a C program. Okay. Memory allocation of the first byte of the array is 1000. First byte of the array has been defined as 1000. Okay. What will be the location of the eighth element? You have to define the location of the eighth element. Okay. Assume integer takes 4 bytes of memory and the element stored at 1000 is identified as the first element. So the address of the very first element has been known to us, and every integer will take 4 bytes of memory. Okay. As you already know how integer memory allocation is there. Okay. So now you have to find out the address of the eighth element of the array. Okay. Try to answer. Okay. Two responses are there, 1028, 1028. Good. Even if you know how it is calculated, it is very good if you will just practice it once again. Okay, even if you know the answer or something like that, or you have practiced earlier this type of question, but do try to calculate the things here with me. Okay, so that will boost your confidence. Okay, take your time, take 2 minutes time, try to visualize. Okay, how the array is stored. The address of the first element is 1000, and every an integer will take 4 bytes of memory. Okay, that is the thing. Memory allocation of the first byte of the array is 1000. Okay, location of the eighth element, one element will take 4 bytes of memory. Okay, so this is the thing. If you know about the formula, you can use it. Even if you don't know the formula, with minimal knowledge, okay, reasoning based knowledge, you can still answer it. Okay, take your time, no problem. Okay, good. Three responses are there. I'll wait 2 more minutes. Okay, good. Size means number of data that can be stored into an array. Size of integer x, and in bracket 10 is 10. How many times? We write a subscript that is the dimension of an array. Example, xij is an element of two-dimensional array. Then y, somewhere it is written that use a space in memory is size and maximum size is dimension. Okay, very good. Very broad question. Okay, see, I'll try to explain you in brief, although it has been covered extensively in the lectures. Okay, but still I'll try to cover it in brief. Integer x 10, it means the total size. Okay, the total size of the array is 10. Okay, means 10 would be the entire number of elements which can be stored inside the array. And regarding the memory allocation, it is there in a contiguous form. Okay, so first of all, you have to uh, see for just our representation, we say that the entire memory cluster is divided into different cells. Okay, so randomly where the cell is free, where the free space memory allocation is there, so when the computer or the compiler has to store this particular integer array, it will take a particular cell memory, cell address, and it will store the entire tail elements one after the another. Okay, so that is why it is written that used space in the memory is size and maximum size in the entire dimension. And it is not always that if I am declaring an integer int x and inside the bracket I am saying it is 10, then entire number of 10 elements I will store. Okay, so that is why the number of elements of every time we have to find out using your size or size of. Okay, but the maximum size is the dimension. If you will declare integer x 10, okay, in the square brackets you will place 10, and you try to store 11 number of elements in the array, it will show error. Okay, this is the entire concept. I'll deal with it in much detail, but are you clear? This only means that the space has been reserved for this x. Okay, it does not mean that entire space we have utilized. Okay, so that is why the maximum size has been allocated. Okay, and some allocation in those particular cells, some of the cells have been occupied. Okay, this is the meaning. Arunima, are you clear? Okay, okay, I'll repeat it once again. No problem, no problem. See, integer x10 that we have written, okay? So it means the array memory allocation is always in a contiguous form. Contiguous means adjacent form. Okay. So for our sake, we try to say that the entire memory allocation in the array or in the computer system is in form of cells. Okay. This is how we imagine it. And actually it is like that only, but it is 0 or 1 only. Okay. So actually also it is like that, means entire memory space is there. Okay, it would be having, suppose nowadays the memory allocation is 1 TB, 1 terabytes, so 1024 GB memory allocation is there. Okay, so in entire of the memory allocation we assume that entire space is in the form of cells. Okay, both in the dimension x and y. It is just like a table, blank table. Okay, you can imagine like that. So the compiler, when you will execute this particular statement integer x10, after that you will put terminator, it will, what it will do, what is happening in the backend, that wherever the compiler will find a free space, so it will try to reserve those 10 particular cells for the array x. Okay, that is the only meaning. Okay, but in spite of reserving the memory, always we don't run the system on full capacity. Means I can declare this particular array to be having 10 elements, but still I can have some blank spaces also. I declared an array of dimension 10, but I placed only 5 elements in it. Okay, so it, some elements will be blank. So that is why there is difference in the memory which is actually allocated on the array, or what is the maximum size or what maximum dimension of the array. That is the answer to your question. Okay, okay, got it. Still, if some confusion is there, be with me. I'll explain this particular concept in great detail. Okay. Same for the two-dimensional array also. I can declare it as a matrix of 4 by 4, but I can store three elements only, means 3 rows, 3 columns only. So that is why there is difference. Actual difference is there between the actual memory allocated or actual number of elements and the maximum number of elements that can be stored in the array. Okay. Regarding this question, okay, this question, whomsoever have answered A, they are very correct. Okay, a formula is there and everything is there, but let us try to analytically or analyze the question. Okay, an integer array of dimension 10 is declared in a C program. Okay, dimension is defined as T, as 10. Okay, so entire memory allocation, this is the depiction. Okay, this is what I am trying to say to you. Entire memory space is there. Okay, so array allocation is there in contiguous form. Okay, means adjacent, one after another, one after another. That is how it will take place. Okay, here I have for the sake of saving the space, I have made it in two lines. Okay, two dimensions, x and y, but it would be continuous only inside the memory. It will be continuous, means one line only. Okay, but I cannot place in the paper. That is why I have made it in two lines. Okay, so, and first of all, you have to think that 10 is the entire dimension. Okay, means 10 number of elements can be stored in the array. Okay, memory allocation of the first byte of the array is 1000. Memory allocation of first byte of the array is 1000, means this particular cell. This particular cell is the very first cell. Okay, after that, what will be the location of the eighth element? Okay, for one element, 4 bytes are being reserved. Okay, so now you try to see for the first element starting from 1000, 1001, 1002, then 1003. This will be my first element. This is the memory allocation for my first element. Then similar pattern you try to proceed. Okay, 1004 to 1007. I'll have my second element. Okay, then my third element. Then this is my fourth element. Okay, this is my fifth element. This is my sixth element. And this is my seventh element. Okay, and this comes my 8th element. This comes my 9th element, and last one is my 10th element. Okay. So if in the examination you don't remember anything, but you know that array is stored in a contiguous memory allocation form, then still you would be able to solve this particular question. Now, what is being asked in the question? What will be the location of the 8th element? So 8th element will be stored from the cell number 1028 to 1031. Okay. So that is there in our question. Yes, 1028 is there in our question. The first element is generally taken as the cell address, okay, where the entire array is being stored. So directly I will take 1028 and proceed to the next question. Okay. This entire reasoning you please try to remember. I know that some formula is there. I'll also teach that particular formula, but sometimes what the thing happens in two-dimensional arrays or some confusion starts in the student's mind. I particularly have seen in my previous courses. Okay, while teaching them they generally get confused, so that is why I made this particular formulation, so everything is very very clear. Now no confusion should be there, that even if any element is being asked, or whether it is being asked that this particular element is stored from which cell address to which cell address. Okay, suppose if options were in form of range, so still you would be able to solve it analytically. Okay, that is why I told you that how you have to approach this particular question. Okay, this is an important question. Okay, please be very careful. If you still have any doubt, go through the PDF, go through the recording also. Okay, and now as a practice assignment in this particular lecture, I like you to give the code to print these particular elements in this particular fashion from 1000 to 1039. Okay, 10039. If you have to print using the C language, how you will print this particular pattern. Okay, in my previous lecture I already taught you, okay, how you can print it, but this is an assignment, okay, for this particular class only. At the end we'll discuss. Okay, so this you can do with nested for loop, for inside for loop. Okay, so just an assignment I am giving you. Think how we can do it. If you are able to achieve, okay, if you are able to write down the code, entire code, then please share in the comments. Okay, I'll read it down and I'll tell you, okay, that whether you are correct or not. Okay, this will be a good practice exercise. Okay, so this is the thing. Yes, we are given an array of size 10. This is the particular formula which you can use and you can just take the answer. But still you should know that how we arrived that particular formula. Okay. And if the formula doesn't work or we are given range, then how we have to approach the question. Okay. So be very thorough. That is the thing. We are given an integer of size 10 where the first element is stored at a memory address 1000. Each integer is taking 4 bytes. Need to determine the memory address of the 8th element. So address is directly given by the formula base address plus index into size of each element. Base address is 1000. Index of 8th element, since the indexes in the array start from 0. Okay, please be very thorough with it. If I have declared an array. Okay, just a second. Yeah, if I have declared an array like this, so 1 will be my 0th element and 2 will be my 1th element. This is very basic, but still I am repeating. Your index will always start from 0. Okay, this you have to remember. So index of 8th element will be 8 minus 1, always subtracted by 1. So it will be 7. Size of each element is 4 byte. So directly you supply in the formula and you will get it 1028. Okay. This is the approach from the formula. But how actual memory allocation is taking place, that I already have taught you. Okay. Let's move forward. This is the entire explanation. Whatever I have spoken till yet, okay, I have written down in the form of a slide. Please, if you are having still any doubt, please go through this. Okay. So calculating the memory allocation of the eighth element, contiguous memory allocation. Arrays in C store in their elements in contiguous or adjacent, one after the other, in a continuous manner. That is contiguous. In base address, the memory allocation of the first element is often known as base address. Okay, first element. Okay. Element size, the element in the array occupies a specific amount of memory determined by its data type. In integer case, it will be 4 bytes. So base address, the first element is located at a memory address of 1000. Each integer element takes 4 bytes. Element indexing is there. The first element is indexed at 0. Eighth element will be indexed at index 7. So memory allocation of eighth element will be 7 into 4 plus 1000. Okay, that will be 1028. So this is the reasonable detailed explanation. Okay. Anybody having any doubts? It is clear, not clear? Any confusion is there? Please do tell me. If you are having any doubts, please do clear here itself. Okay, it is clear, no problem. Still, if you have any doubts, please do clear here itself, because afterwards, the level of difficulty of the questions is regarding these particular concepts only. Okay. So still, if you have any doubts, please do clear. Feel free to ask. Okay. Okay, I hope it is clear. Let us move forward. Okay. Open opportunity to all of you. Okay. And if at any point of time you are having any doubt, please do unmute yourself, ask the question. Okay. Feel free to ask. Let us move forward. What will be the output after execution of the program? Okay. And the program has been written here. Let us see how many of you got it, get it right. Okay. Even if you know the question, please do solve it. Take your time, take 5 minutes time, try to solve this. Okay. Take a copy, pen, paper, everything. Try to solve it. And then we will see how we can approach and click on the correct option. Okay. So we get enough practice before the examination. Okay. Take your time. Don't be in a hurry. It is a long code. It will take some time for you to understand. Read it twice, thrice. After that, approach it. Take a copy, pen, paper for all the questions from 3 to 10. Okay. That will be the approach, constant approach. Okay. Then try to answer it. Yes. Anindita has answered it. Good. All of you, please try to answer it. Okay. Give your opinion, but take enough of time. Okay. It is 15:27. I'll give you solid 4 minutes. Okay. Anindita, Amit, and S. Sharmitha. Uh, you can, I think, revisit the code. Try to see it once again. Okay, how things are happening, what is there inside the code. Okay, sincere advice. If you want to change your opinion, still you can change. If you are confident, then don't change. Okay, no problem. But I'll give you enough of time. Okay. Okay, good. Five people have answered. Let everyone answer. Let them attempt. Then I'll proceed. Okay. Yes. C A. Okay, good. D. Amit Sharon. Okay. Amit has changed his opinion. Okay. I acknowledge it. First of all, he was saying D, then he's saying A. But in the examination, my sincere advice to you is check it thrice at least. Twice and thrice. After that, you try to answer it. Computer science paper is very easy to answer. I still remember in my board examination in class 12th, I was able to complete 3 hour question paper in only 2 hours. But after that, I realized how many mistakes I have committed. Then I refined my answers. Okay. So in the examination, before ticking the option, okay, check it thrice. After that, if you are sure, then answer it. Okay. If you are still not sure, then write it on a rough paper, all the options, correct options, and at the end, check all once again, then you mark. Okay. That is a good approach. Okay, good. Krishna Jaiswal, one, good. Amit Sharon, A. Arunima Pal, good. A, good. Renuka is saying D, good. C, D, A. No, nobody is saying B. Okay. Let me wait for 1 more minute or 2 more minutes. Let everybody answer. Okay. Please do try to answer it. Okay. Give your opinions. I hope that this much time was enough for you to think. You would be able to arrive at conclusions. Okay. Although it looks hard, but it is a straightforward question. But in the examination, I don't know what would be the level of difficulty. So be very thorough. Okay. If at any point of time you are not understanding how things are happening, then please do tell me. Okay. Okay. C. Good. D. Good. I'll now like to tell you because enough, I think 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes I have spared. So I like to acknowledge you that all of the students who are saying C, D, B, all are incorrect. Only one option is correct. That is A, one. Okay. So I am just able to tell you that only two students, I think, have answered it correctly. Three. In total, three students have answered it correctly. Okay. So please be very thorough. Okay. Be very thorough. Yes. Let us analyze the question. Okay. Because majority have answered it incorrectly. Okay. Let us analyze it step by step. No need to fear that I have committed mistake here. At least you tried. I am happy. First of all, there is a mistake here. This you must acknowledge. it would be either void main. Okay, with void main is there, it can't be directly main. Okay, so void main will be there. Okay, because no integer is being written here. Okay, let us ignore the mistake for first hand. Let us try to answer the question. Okay, very minute mistake is there in the question itself. So integer I is there. A is a array because by default it is an integer type array. After comma you are putting it. Okay, A is an array. It is having four different elements: 3, 1, 2, and 4. Okay, these are the elements. I'll write down the indexes also for you to understand. Indexes are 0, 1, 2, and 3. These are the indexes of the elements. So while you are solving, take a pen and paper. Okay, question paper would be there. A pen and paper you have to just take. You have to write down the array like I have written down the array. You write down A, then inside the bracket you make 4 square bracket. Okay, then you make it equal to, then after that you take a curly bracket and you write down the entire elements of the array, then you make the index. Okay, this is how you will approach the question in the examination. Okay, then you will write down the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3. This is fine. Okay, then a result has been declared. Okay, that is also an integer. Then result is A0, means 0th element of the array. What is the 0th element of the array? That is 3. So at this point of time, my result will be how much? 3. Okay, first step is done. My result initially is 3 only. Now I'll approach the loop. For I equal to 1, I already has been declared. No need to declare it once again. It will throw an error. Int I equal to 1. Okay. After that termination condition is there. I less than 4. Is it so? I is less than 4. Yes, 1 is less than 4. So now we'll step inside the loop. If result less than AI, okay, I is 1. What is the first element? First element is 1. Okay, see the array with me only. Okay, so this is how the comparison will take place inside the if statement. Result was 3. Okay, I is 1 in the first attempt. Okay, so first A1 means first indexed element of the array is 1. So whether 3 is less than 1? No, it is not less than 1. So this condition, which is continue, it will not be executed. Okay, because condition is false. Then this line will be executed. Okay, this particular line will be executed. So result becomes AI. I was first in the I was 1. Okay, in the first case. So first element of the array is 1. So result becomes 1. This is what I have written here. Approaching the question stepwise. Okay. First loop we have completed successfully. Then you try to complete the it was written I plus plus, post increment was there. So now I will become 2. Okay. Now I is 2. Okay. So 2 is less than 4. Yes, 2 is less than 4. I am very sure that 2 is less than 4. I is 2. I was 1 in this first case. I is 2 now. And result has become 1. Okay. So if this condition, if I'll try to solve this particular condition, if I'll try to solve, if result less than AI is 2 in this my second case. So A2 is 2 only. Okay, A2 is 2 and result is 1. So whether 1 is less than 2, try to see. Yes, 1 is less than 2. Okay, so it is written continue. Okay, so continue means continue the loop. Exit all the statements, then continue the loop. Okay, means the next statement will not be executed. That is the meaning here. Okay, so now you again try to enter the loop. Okay, post increment was there. Now I has become 3. Okay, because I plus plus was there. So whether 3 is less than 4, yes, I less than 4, this condition will check. Yes, 3 is less than 4. Okay, I is 3. Please remember I is 3. Now you try to see result was 1. Okay, so result has remained 1 only. A3th element, that is 4. Okay, A0 is 3, A1 is 1, A2 is 2, A3 is 4. So A3 is 4. Whether 1 is less than 4? Yes, 1 is less than 4. I am very sure. So now it will tend to continue because the condition has become true. So if it will continue, I plus plus was there. Okay, that was there. So post increment is there. So now 3I from 3 has become 4. Okay. So whether 4 is less than 4? No, it is not less than 4. Okay. So we will exit from the loop. This entire was the body of the loop. So we will exit from here. We'll come from here to here. And here I am doing nothing. I am printing the result. Okay. So if I am printing the result, then what is my result? Result is 1 only. It was there till this point of time. So correct option is this only. Okay. My doubt is else part is a result equal to AI or not. Okay. I'll just explain you once again. Okay. Because either you are not able to form the question correctly or I am not clear enough. Okay. I'll explain it once again. Okay, no problem. I know it is a bit tricky question. Okay, so be with me, and almost all I have just answered it incorrectly. Okay, so be with me. Try to see the question. Try to see the approach. Okay, I'll repeat myself. No problem. Straightforward question is there. No doubt should be there, but still any doubt is there. I am repeating. Yes. First of all, there was a mistake. Void should be there or integer main then return 0. Both statements should be there. No problem. We'll ignore. We'll try to answer it. Okay. Now integer I is there. A4 is an integer array that has been declared equal to 3, 1, 2, 4. Okay. And indexes of the array. How index array is indexed, that I have written here. Index always starts from 0 and it goes to n minus 1 where n is the size of the array. Okay. So A0, 0th element of the array will be 3. First element of the array is 1. Second element of the array is 2. Third element of the array is 4. And result is also a variable. Okay. That is by far the information which I have. Now you try to see initialization has taken place. A0 is the result. So initially result is 3. A0 try to see from the array, that is 3 only. So result becomes 3. First statement, second statement executed. Now I am entering inside the loop. For I equal to 1, I less than 4, I plus plus. I is 1 in first case. Okay, I is 1. Okay. If result less than AI, result is 3 and I is 1. So A1 is 1 only. Try to see from the array. So whether 3 is less than 1? No, it is not less than 1. So this particular continue statement which is there inside if loop, if condition, that will not be executed. So next statement will be executed. Result equal to AI means A1. What was A1? A1 was 1 only. So result will be replaced. Okay. The result value will be changed to 1. So this is the execution of the first iteration of the loop. Okay. Now once again, I is 2 because I plus plus is there. Post increment is there. Okay. So post increment is there. So I becomes 2 here. Okay. So whether 2 is less than 4? Yes, 2 is less than 4. I am very sure 2 is less than 4. So entire inside the loop will go once again. So now I has become 2. So A2, whether result is less than A2, result has become 1. Okay, value has changed. So whether 1 is less than A2, A2 is 2. Try to see from the array. Okay, A2 is 2. So whether 1 is less than 2? Yes, 2 is greater. Okay, 1 less than 2 means 2 is greater. Yes, this particular condition is true. Okay, 1 is less than 2 only. 2 is greater. Okay, so this is true. So if this is true, then continue the statement inside the if condition will be executed. Okay. So continue means you don't proceed towards the next lines which are there after this particular statement, and you continue the loop once again. This is how the continue statement works in C language. Okay. So continue means this the line which is just below this continue phrase, that will not be executed. But I plus plus was there, so I will become 3 this time. Okay. And we will iterate through the loop once again. Okay. So I becomes 3 here. Okay. Whether 3 is less than 4? Yes, 3 is less than 4. So if result is 1 only, its value has changed. Okay. In the very first line only. In the 0th iteration, it has changed. So whether 1 is less than A3. What is A3? Try to see from the array. It is 4. Whether 1 is less than 4? Yes, it is 1. 1 is less than 4 only. Okay. So I'll just continue because the condition has become true. If condition has become true, so now I'll continue. Okay. So when I'll continue, then now this time I plus plus was there. So I was 3. So after 3, it will be 4. So whether 4 is less than 4? No, 4 is not less than 4. 4 is equal to 4. So condition becomes false. Now I'll exit from the loop. Okay. A for loop will not be executed once again. Now after executing from the loop, I'll print the result, this particular line. Okay. So when result will be printed, yes, the value of result is 1 only. Okay. Okay, good. Raghuram, you have understood. Any doubts, anybody? Please do ask me. If you are still having any doubts, I repeated it twice. If you are having any doubts any point of time, you can go through the recording, go through the PDF. Okay. But clear your concepts here only, because these are the type of questions which you will see in the examination. Okay. Be very thorough with these particular questions. Okay. Yes. So indeed here I try to execute the code, because some people always say that, sir, we want compiler outputs. We don't really rely on your trust or on your knowledge. We try to see the compiler outputs. No problem. Compiler output is there. It is also giving me 1. And why it is giving me 1? That I already told you. Okay. Where can I get this PDF, sir? See, for the sake of all the students, I have pinned a message. Okay. I'll write it once again. I'll pin it once again. Inside this particular Google Doc, you will find the YouTube recordings of this session as well as the PDF. Entire PDF you will find out. Okay. After the class is over. Don't say that, sir, right now I want recording also. No. After the session is entirely completed, the recording is put on this particular link. Okay. Yes. Now you try to see this entire code analysis. Okay. Whatever thing I have repeated twice is written here. Step by step evaluation. Entire evaluation is there. Okay. Here in this particular part of the slide. Okay. So if you are still having any doubt at any point of time, okay, feel free to ask. Okay. Read the PDF twice, thrice, whatever times you want to read it. Be very thorough. Okay. So in the examination, you don't face any difficulty. Okay. This is the thing. Any doubts? Anybody? Am I clear? I explained it twice. Still you are having any doubt? Please do ask me. You can unmute yourself. You can ask me in which line you are having any doubt. Otherwise, tell me. We will move forward. Okay. Any doubts? No doubts? Clear? Not clear? No response? Feeling lazy? Okay. Good. Clear. Very good. Very good. Actually, in the afternoon, after taking the lunch, I think most of the people feel somewhat lazy. That is what I have observed. No problem. Okay. Let us move to the next question. It is a fairly easy question. Don't commit any mistake in it. Which of the following statements is correct? An array contains more than one element, all elements of array have to be of same data type, size of the array has to be declared upfront, or all of the above. Please do try to answer it. Good. Two people are saying D. Very good. Okay, good, good, good. Very good. Yes. Practice the output questions also. Okay. A lot of resources are available online. You can practice any number of questions, particularly of output types. I know theoretically you might be strong because almost all the students they go through the video lectures. So theory part is covered. But the more you will practice the mathematical part, the output questions, the more you will gain confidence. Okay. And the chances of committing mistake in the examination will lessen. Okay. That is the thing. Don't go extreme into practicing, but practice fairly. Okay. Focus on theory also and focus on this output type questions also. Okay. At least be very thorough with whatever I am teaching. Okay. As well as what is there in the video lectures. So that will be the sufficient part. Okay. Yes. Almost all people have answered it correctly. It is indeed all of the above. Okay. Yes. An array contains more than one element. It can contain one element also. Okay. It is inherently true. By definition, an array is collection of multiple elements. Yes. Of the same type. One array will be having same data type only. Okay. That is what the meaning is being conveyed here. Okay. By definition, an array is a collection of multiple elements of the same type stored contiguously in memory. Contiguous memory allocation means adjacent memory allocation is there. If it contained only one element, it wouldn't be considered an array. It would be considered a simple variable. Okay, so this is the thing here. Will the exam have MCQs or require writing a program, sir? Please talk with the NPTEL team. They'll be able to tell you the pattern of the examination. Okay. I think as far as I know, in various courses, okay, what particular pattern they are following, it is mixed type. It is MCQ also, it is theory also. So it is a mixed type of paper. Okay. After that, it is chat and you are given marks. Assignment is also having marks, and the entire paper which is there after the whole course. Okay. On the basis of that, you are evaluated. Yes. Are there any previous year questions for the exam, sir? Yes. They are there or they are not there. Feel free to contact the NPTEL team. They would be in a very better position to answer this particular question, but I don't think so. They are there. Okay. But the pattern they will disclose. Pattern they will disclose before the examination. Okay. That is the thing. B, all elements of array to be of same data type. Yes, this is a fundamental property of the array in C language. All elements within a given array have the same data type. Yes, this is there. Size of the array has to be declared upfront. Yes, if you will not declare, it will throw an array. Okay, array has to be declared, size has to be declared within the program itself. Yes, dynamic memory allocation is there through pointers. It is there. You will be taught this particular concept, I think, in week 10 or week 11. This is an advanced concept known as pointers in C. Okay. So yes, dynamic memory allocation is there, but the size also has to be defined in the program. It has to come. Okay. Because after if you will not just put on the size, it will throw error. Okay. During the entire execution of the program, it has to be there. So hence all of the statements are correct as you all have answered. Okay. Let us move towards our next question. To compare two arrays, what we can use? And your options are comparison operator, which is equal to, use switch case, use for loop, use ternary operator on arrays. Okay. See, good. Okay, very good. Let all people answer, then we'll discuss. Okay, most of the people have answered it C. Good. Any different opinions? Good. It is indeed C only using for loop. Okay, that is the correct approach. Using for loop only, you can compare two particular arrays. Okay, how? Let us see. Yes, using for loop, let us explore the entire code. Okay, let us explore why for loop is most appropriate, because element to element we can compare. Okay, if you will write one particular array as m10, okay, and another array as n10, and if you will place an equal to sign, it will not be, you will not be able to compare. Okay, element wise you have to compare. Each particular element in the array has to be compared to the another element in the array. That is the thing here. Element by element comparison is there. This is the most reliable way to compare two arrays, is to iterate through all the elements using a for loop and compare the corresponding elements one by one. Okay. Loop goes through each of the elements of both the arrays, checks to see if the element of each index are same or not. Approach is needed to identify the index of first differing elements. Okay. So comparison operator is there. Comparison operator equal to directly on arrays. No, it is not a valid approach. Switch case statement, it is also not desired. Okay, it is not designed to compare the arrays. Using ternary operator on arrays, I don't know it will be able to help you or not. No, it will not be able to help you. Okay, so conclusion is using for loop, and how in actual you can do it, it is written here on the right hand side. I'll just zoom in for you. This is the entire code how you can compare two particular arrays. Okay, first of all, see, I have included these particular libraries stdio.h and stdbool.h for boolean operator. Okay, and then I am comparing. I have written a particular just a function boolean compare arrays, and inside that I'm taking input as a parameter two particular arrays, array 1, array 2, and I am taking the size also. Okay, and now you see, using the for loop for integer I equal to 0, I less than size. Size is the sum of the indexes, sum of the sizes of two arrays, array 1 and array 2. So when I is less than size I plus plus, if array 1 I not equal to array 2 I, means whether the ith element of first array is not equal to ith element of the second array, then I am returning false. Okay, otherwise I am returning 2, because arrays are equal. Then see here, main function I have written integer main. Okay, inside the array I have initialized these two, this the program as array 1, which is 1 2 3, array 2 is 1 2 3, array 3 is 1 to 4. Okay, then I am saying integer size equal to 3. Okay, if compare arrays array 1 2 3 and the size, all the parameters I have transferred inside the if condition only. I have called the function compare arrays. I have transferred array 1, I have transferred array 2, and I have transferred the arrays, and I have transferred the size. Both the arrays are having the same size. Okay, 3 only. So they can only be compared when the sizes are equal. Okay, a an array, whether it is one dimensional or two dimensional, that can only be compared with another array which is having the same dimension. If it is a two dimension, then mn, two dimensions should be equal to another array's mn. If it is a single dimension, yes, it has to be compared to the same dimensional array. Okay, this you try to remember. In this particular case, all the three arrays are having the same size, that is 3. Okay, so 2 3 array, suppose it is a two dimensional array, array 2 3. Okay, arr 2 3, it can be only compared with another array, x array, x, which is of the dimension 2 3. This is the example which I am giving you. Okay, so dimension always has to be same. So now you try to see, I have compared, I have called the function, and then I am printing array 1 and array 2 are equal. Okay, because directly I have returned their condition false or true. So if it is true, then it will print the array 1 and array 2 are equal, else it will print false. Okay, so similarly I have passed another array, which is array 1 and array 3, and I have transferred size also, and same thing I am trying to execute. Okay, this is how you can compare two particular arrays. Okay, this is the thing here. Okay, let us move towards our next question. Okay, very sorry, I have written the approach here only. Okay, try to see the question. Okay, try to answer it. Try to calculate yourself only. Very sorry for this. I'll erase it. This is the next question. Okay, try to answer this. Don't focus on the solution part. Very sorry from my side, this particular mistake is there. Now I have erased the mistake. Okay, this is a particular question. Okay, same approach try to follow. Okay, don't run behind whether I should be able to get it right or not. Okay, just try to solve the question. Okay, this is important. Okay, particular code is there, and you just have to find what is the output. Okay, mistake from my side is there, that I have written the approach here only. Okay, no problem. Corrected my mistake. What would be the output of this particular program? Try to read the whole program, try to go through the code and the approach which I have told you. Okay, try to follow it. Okay, take your time and just don't run behind that I have seen the answer or I know the answer, then I'll just paste it in the comment section. That won't help you. Okay, take your time, try to solve it, try to analyze the code, then give the opinion. Okay, you must be knowing whether what is the answer and how we achieve the answer. That is the goal. Okay, yeah. Okay, the Dushant Mittal, see, good. Good, good. Nice. Try to solve it. Okay, Okay. Good. 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 I know that some of you must have seen the answer. That is why each and everyone is getting it almost same. Okay. No problem. Mistake was from my side only. I wrote the approach here only. I should have written in this next slide. Okay. No problem. But be thorough with the approach. That is what is important here. Okay. Because in this entire syntax, if I'll just change only one thing, then the entire thing will be changed. Okay. Option, everything will be changed. Okay. Be thorough with the approach. That is what I want to say. Okay. Take time, try to calculate it. Okay. It is not that much easy. Even if you have seen the option, be very thorough with the calculation part. Okay. That is why we should always keep objective and subjective questions both. Because like this, you can cheat in the examination also. No problem. Okay. So since half of the answer I have given you, let me give the entire approach only. Okay. No problem. Yeah. This is the solution. Yes. C is the solution. Okay. 4 4. I am ending it here because almost all the people are answering it in the same line. Okay. No problem. See here, try to analyze this question. Okay. Approach is very, very important. Okay. Even though you get it right, wrong, that is another part because this is a practice session. In the examination, you should be very thorough with the approach from the very first day I am repeating this. So what is happening here? In hash include stdio.h is written, then integer main is written, then integer a is written, then array of dimension 5 that I have written, that I have initialized at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the array. So this is how I'll approach the question. I'll write it down in my rough paper here. So I have written it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And above that, I have written the index also. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be the index of the array. Okay. Same approach which was there in the previous question, that only I am following. Now you see, analyzing the statements one by one. It is written, first of all, you have to understand whatever is there on the right hand side of the equal to sign, that is transferred to the left hand side. This is how the assignment operator functions in the C language. Okay, this you have to understand. So first of all, we'll try to evaluate plus plus array 1. First element of the array is 2. Okay, so it is written plus plus array 1. So means post assign pre assignment. Okay, pre assignment operator is there plus plus. Okay, so what is meant by this? First of all, the value will be increased, and after that assignment will take place. If it is post assignment, like in the second line, ARR 1 and then plus plus is there. So value will be assigned first, then it will be increment. That is the meaning of the post increment in the pre-increment operator. Okay. In the first line, it is pre-increment, means first of all the value will be increased. After that, the value will be assigned. So plus plus ARR1 means first element was 2. So its value is increased to 3. And that only is transferred to ARR1, which is that only. Okay. So in value is increased. Okay. And it is assigned to that particular element only. Okay. Understood? So ARR1 becomes 3. Okay. That is the thing which happened from first line. Now second line, ARR1, and after that it is written plus plus, means post assignment is there. So first of all, the value will be assigned to the variable, and after that increment will take on in the next step. So ARR1, what was the value after the first line? It was 3. Okay. So A becomes 3 here, and ARR1 plus plus is there. So post increment is there, means from 3 its value will be increased to 1. Okay. So it will be increased by 1. So it will become 4. Okay. This is what happened in second line. Now you try to see the third line. It is ARR array A plus plus. So A plus plus is the post increment. So value of A which was there will be used first. After that, the value of A will be increased. Okay. So what was the value of A in the previous step? It was 3. So what is the third element of the array? Try to see from the array. It is 4 only. ARR3, that is 4. So 4 will become ARR1. ARR1 was previously 4 only. Okay. So it will be remain 4 only. Okay. But the exchange has taken place. ARR3 has now the value of ARR3, that is 4, has transferred to ARR1, which was initially 4 only. So 4 will remain 4. So hence ARR1 becomes 4 and A becomes 4. Okay. So now in the next line, these only two values are being printed here. So A, what is the value of A? It is 4. And ARR1, what is the value of ARR1? It is 4 only. Okay. So this is how the thing happens. So 4 comma 4 will be the correct option. Okay. This particular question I have dealt with you. Okay. Very, very important in consideration of pre-assignment, post-assignment, and a lot other concepts were there. Okay. Be very thorough with the question. My sincere advice to you. Okay. So 4 comma 4 is the answer, although I just peeked into the correct answer in the very first attempt. Okay, no problem. We'll look into different another type of questions. 4 more questions are there on the same pattern. Okay. Yes. So this is the thing. 4 comma 4 is the output. This is the output from the compiler only. Okay. No errors. And why it became so? Okay. This entire explanation I have written. Okay. Step by step evaluation and reasonable detailed explanation. If you still have any doubts, you can go through these two particular explanations. Okay. Yes. Any doubts, anybody? Any doubts in this particular question? Any doubts, anybody? Or is it clear? Not clear. Okay. Clear? Clear. Good. 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 If it is clear, okay. For Sharmita is not clear. Okay. If it is not clear, then please do ask me. Okay. A lot of people have written no, sir, no, sir, no, sir. What happened? It is not clear to anybody. Please unmute yourself and ask me. Okay, no sir was means you are not having any doubt. I am. Please continue.
Sir, ARR of 1, its value, how can will be 4? Can explain?
Okay. You want me to explain the entire thing, or you are having any doubt in any of the lines 1, 2, and 3? Three particular lines in green I have written.
Sir, ARR of 1 is equal to ARR of A plus plus.
Okay, 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 okay. I'll explain the entire thing. Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. Okay, I'll repeat it. See, first of all, array 5 is written over here. Okay, this is how I'll approach the question. And it has been initialized to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That particular array in square bracket I have written, in curly bracket I have written. Okay, and indexes I have plotted at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, because the index of the array will run from 0 to n minus 1, where n is the size of the array. Okay, so first line I'll try to evaluate, which is array 1 equal to plus plus array 1. Okay, means pre-increment is there. So first of all, what is ARR1? ARR1 is 2. Okay, so first of all, its value will be incremented, means 2 becomes 3, and then it will be assigned. So it is getting assigned to itself only ARR1. So now this ARR1 value becomes 3. This is the execution of the first line. Now with the second line, A equal to ARR1 plus plus. So post assignment is there. Post assignment means value will be assigned first. After that, it will be incremented by 1. So A becomes 3 here. Okay. Because ARR1 was 3 in the first, after the execution of the first statement only. But its value has to be incremented also. So first it has been assigned, means A becomes 3. After that it is incremented, then ARR1 becomes 4. Okay. These are the two lines. First line, second line. Okay. Now in the third line, it has been written ARR1 equal to ARR A plus plus. What is the value of A? A is 3 only. Now it is saying A plus plus means post assignment is there. So what we will try to do, we will use the value of A first, and after the entire statement is executed, we will increment it afterwards. That is the meaning of the post assignment. So ARR A plus plus will be executed after the value has been assigned to ARR1. Okay. So forget about A plus plus. We will deal it with the previous value of A only, which is 3. So ARR3, you try to see here, ARR3 is 4 only. Okay. So ARR3, the value of ARR3 is 4, and that too is getting transferred to ARR1, or that is 4 only. Okay. From previous line, it was 4 only. So 4 is getting to assign to 4 only, means it is not changing, it is becoming 4 only. Okay. So that is the thing. So ARR1 becomes 4, and after the line, after the entire line is executed, the value of A is incremented. So A becomes 4. Now you are printing A and ARR1. So ARR1 is 4, A is 4. So both the values will become as 4 comma 4. Okay. Is it clear? So Vendu, are you clear, or still you are having any doubt? Then please feel free to ask. No problem, but be clear. Okay, okay. Okay, clear. Okay, no problem. Okay, 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 no problem. Any doubts? Anybody? I hope it is clear to you all. Okay. Still, if you are having any doubt, please unmute yourself. Feel free to ask. Okay. But get yourself cleared. That is what my intent is. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Now you solve this particular question. In the previous one, you just had a glimpse of the correct option. Now let me see how many of you got the concept correct. Okay. So now I will see. If it is clear to you and you are answering it correctly, nobody is as happy as me. Okay. But please try to follow the correct path. Okay. Try to write down the array. Then you try to give the same approach which I told you. Now you have to solve. Okay. In the previous one, I think some of you have seen the correct option, then you wrote it. Okay. Now you try to evaluate. Same thing is there. Okay, no new thing is there. Same questions, same approach, everything is same. But just the execution is required. Take your time, no problem. Take 5-10 minutes time. 5 minutes at least should be provided to you because it is a detailed question. C, good. D, good. Now, from the very two opinions which I have seen, now I think that in the previous question, everybody has just seen the correct option and then only you have answered. Because now clear difference is there in the opinions. At least differences should be there. Yeah, A is also coming to the picture. Good. But in the previous question, everybody got it right because it was from my side. Mistake was there. No problem. Actually, it is a practice session, okay, for your practicing only. But approach always you should be very thorough, okay? You should try to understand the approach. How I am approaching this, you must understand. Then in the examination, you will be able to get it correctly. Okay, that is the thing. Take your time, take enough time, but try to answer at least. Okay, no problem. I'm not punishing anybody for getting it wrong, but please be thorough for your own benefit. Okay, good. Okay, any more opinions are welcome. B is correct. Okay, good. A, then B. Variety of options are there. In the this question only I have seen that all the options have been marked by someone or the other person. Okay. Its probability is very high that every other option is correct, but only one is correct that I can ensure. I'll wait for 1 more minute, okay? Then we'll discuss. Good. C, good. Okay. Same approach. Nothing has changed. Okay. And the correct option is A only. Okay. Rajesh, Amit, Pradeep, Rakshita, they all are correct. And rest of the people are not correct. Okay. This is very sure. Okay. Same approach in every question. Whichever comes to me, I'll apply the same logic. Okay. The things will be somewhat hazy and wazy, means some more things would be there. Loops would be different. While loop is there, do while loop is there, or anything is there. But the basic approach, you must understand that how I'll approach the question, because this is how 50% of your job will be entirely fairly simple. Okay. So the same approach, function is there, hash include stdio dot is there, integer main is there, then array I have initialized it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same question is there. Okay. Then I have written the array in the first line. Okay. And then I have put on the indexes, which will vary from 0 to n minus 1, where n is the size of the array. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I have written. Integer ijk I have initialized, ijk I have written. Okay. Then comes the first statement, that is j equal to plus plus arr2. Okay. What is arr2? Arr2 is 3. Okay. So plus plus arr2 means arr2 equal to arr2 plus 1. That is the statement. And what is it? It is pre-increment operator. So first of all, its value will be increased. Then the value will be assigned. So ARR2 will become 4. Initially it was 3. Its value is increased by 1. So its value becomes 4. Okay. And then assignment will take place. So J becomes 4. This is the execution of the first line. Now I will proceed towards the second line, which is k equal to ARR1 plus plus. What is ARR1? It is 2. ARR1 plus plus means it is post assignment. So what will happen? It is post increment operator. So what will happen? First of all, the value will be assigned, then it will be incremented. So k is assigned as ARR1 only. What is ARR1? It is 2. So k becomes 2. And ARR1 plus plus means its value is incremented by 1. So 2 plus 1, what is there? It is 3. So this is the execution of the second line. Then you try to see the third line, I equal to ARR, and inside the bracket it is written J plus plus. Already I have told you that when the statement is post increment, first of all the value, what is value which was there in the previous step of J, that will be used to finish the statement. After the execution of the statement, the value will be incremented. So J initially is 4. So ARR 4 is 5. ARR 4 is 5. So I becomes 5. After the value is assigned for the I, the J is incremented by 1. So J equal to J plus plus means J was 4. So J is incremented by 1. So J equal to J plus 1 means 4 plus 1, that is 5. No, I am doing nothing. I am printing I, J, and K. So I becomes 5, J becomes 5, K becomes 2. Hence the correct option is A. Okay. Any doubts? Clear? Not clear? If you are having any doubts, then please unmute yourself. You can ask or you can use the chat box at any point of time. Okay. I hope it is clear because it is having the same pattern as it was there in the previous question. It was having the same attempt, and whomsoever have not got it right, okay, especially those people, please revisit it. Okay, the explanation I am telling you, and read every line. Then after that, try to execute the statement and then answer it. Okay, that is the thing. Indeed, the correct option is 5, I equal to 5, j equal to 5, k equal to 2, and array becomes 1, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. This is the array after the uh, execution of the statement. Here also I have written. Okay. So same thing I am getting. Sir, how the value of j assign the value of j plus plus? There is no line for that statement. Okay. Sir, how the value of j assign the value of j plus plus? Yes. Very good. See here, Suvendu, in the third line. Okay. I am referring to this line. Just a second. Yeah. This is the first line. This is the second line. This is the third line. Okay. Yes. And I am referring to this particular third line. Here it is written I equal to ARR J plus plus. Whenever any statement is there, it is J plus plus means J is J plus 1. So whether it is inside the dimension of an array or inside any program, the statement will be executed. But it will be executed afterwards. Okay. Afterwards, the value will become plus 1. So I is equal to ARR J plus plus means initially the value of I was 5. Okay. ARR J plus plus means J is incremented by one value. So J was initially 4. So 4 plus 1 becomes 5. Okay. The statement will be executed, but it will be executed after the entire whole statement is executed. Means I equal to ARR J plus plus means I is assigned first. Initial value of J is used. Initial value of J was 4 only. So ARR 4, try to see ARR 4, that is 5 only. I becomes 5. And after that, J plus plus is written. That is why the value of J is incremented by 1. So J was initially 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay. Is it clear, Steven? And Suvendu? Okay. For Suvendu, it is clear. Okay. For Steven, are you clear? Okay. Okay, let us move forward. Yes, this particular question. Array elements are stored in memory in the following order. Your options are contiguous, random, both contiguous and random, and none. Try to solve. Okay, lot of A's. Good. Yes, indeed, the correct option is A only, contiguous. Okay. Let us clarify. It is contiguous memory allocation in most of the programming languages, including the C, as well as in Python also, as well as in C++. Array elements are stored in a contiguous block of memory. This means the elements are placed next to each other. Means adjacent memory allocation is there without any gaps or the interruptions. Okay. Contiguous allocation. It provides us the efficient access. Contiguous allocation allows for easy and efficient access to the elements of the array. And since each element is of the same size, they are placed one after the another, and the address of any element can be calculated by adding the base address of the array with the size of the type times the index of the element. Okay, this entire thing we have already used in the second question. Okay, so this you try to remember. It is indeed contiguous memory allocation. Okay. Simple address calculation. How you can calculate the address? The memory address of any element can be calculated based on the base address of the array, size of the each element, and the index of the desired element. The compiler can do this calculation very fast at a high rate of compile time. Another options which were random, both contiguous and random, and none, all are incorrect. Indeed, the array elements are stored in a contiguous memory allocation form. Okay. Correct option will be A only. Okay. Next question. Try to answer it. Code has been written in front of you all. You just have to answer it. What would be the correct option? Options are already there. D. Okay. No problem. D. Good. Okay. D. A lot of D's. Any more opinions? Okay. D's. Yes, indeed. The correct option is D only, 15. Okay. Let's analyze the code. Okay. Hash include stdio.h is there. This is the standard library. After that, integer main is written, integer n equal to 2 is written, integer sum equal to 5 is written. Then switch case statement is there. Switch n. What is the value of n? N is 2 only. So switch 2 is the case which is there with the letter with the numeral 2 that is executed. So case 2 is there means what is there in the case 2? Sum equal to sum minus 2. And sum initially is 5. So 5 minus 2 is 3. So sum becomes 3. That is first statement. Okay. But since break is not there, no break is there. Okay. So case 3 will also be executed. Okay. Because you have stepped inside the loop. Okay. This you have to just remember. Otherwise, you will not, you will get some another answer. So sum multiply equal to 5 is there, means sum equal to sum multiplied by 5. And sum was 5 minus 2, that is 3. So 3 into 5, that is 15. So sum becomes 15. Okay. After that, break is written, means we'll exit from the loop. And after that, in this particular line, you can see printf. What is the value which is getting print? Sum. Okay. So directly, if you will try to print the value of sum will be 15. Okay. This is the answer. Yes, indeed, answer is 15 only. And you all are correct. Okay. This is the execution. Okay. In the code form, it is there. Okay. The compiler output I have written here. Try to say it entire code as it is, and it is giving me 15. But there is a twist. If I'll just write down break after case 2, okay, here I have put another break. That is the difference between those two codes, the first code and this particular code. Now your output will become 3. Okay, because after this first line only, which is sum equal to sum minus 2, sum is 5, so 5 minus 2 is 3. So the value of sum will become 3. So it will be printed only. So 3 is only printed. Okay. So this particular, after this particular statement, the after this particular statement, which is case 2, the loop is exited and the value is printed, which is 3 only. Okay. Got it? This is the explanation. Okay. Step by step evaluation I have written here. N is 2, sum is 5. Then switch n checks for case 2. Case 2 is executed. Sum equal to sum minus 2. Okay. Which is sum equal to 5 minus 2, that is 3. No break statement is there. Then case 3 is executed. Sum multiply equal to 5. So sum becomes 15 and break stops further execution of switch. So default case is not executed and a matching case is found. The value of sum is 15 only. Okay. This is the answer. Yeah. This particular behavior, which is also known as fall through behavior. Okay. Because after one case statement, another case statement is getting executed in the absence of a break statement. Okay. So in order to prevent this, what the facility is there after case 2, you can write a break statement. Okay. So this is the execution. Here I have written break and I have already showed you the output of the code. Okay. So if you will write down break, then after case 2 is executed, the loop is exited. Okay. Switch case statement, entire statement is exited and we will get the output as 3. Okay. This is the entire reasonable explanation which I have written for you all. Okay. Step by step evaluation is there. Variable initialization, then switch statement, then case 2 match, and case 3 match, and why is it getting executed, and what is the final output. Okay. So this is the end of this ninth question. Okay. I hope it is clear because almost all people have answered it correctly. If you are having any doubt at any point of time, feel free to ask. Please unmute yourself and try to answer. Okay. Now let us move forward. Okay. 10th question for the day and the last question for the day. How many times A will be printed when the following code is executed? The code is there in front of you all. Okay. Very simple. Don't commit any mistake. Sincere advice to you all. Okay. Try to answer. Okay. 4 times. Good. Okay. 4 times. 4 times. Good. Okay. Okay. Please don't follow others. Okay. If one has written 4, then not necessarily all should write 4. Be a more thoughtful. Code is there already in front of you. Okay. Execute it statement wise in your brain. Then you will be able to see, okay, whether it will be 4 or not 4 or any other option or what is right. Okay. Yes, give your opinions. Only four people. Why? Five people. Try to give your opinions. Okay. Okay. C, good. B also good. Try to answer. I'll take 1 more minute. Then I'll look into what is the correct option. Yeah, please do try to answer it. Okay. Yes, indeed the correct option is C only. 6. Okay. Try to see the code. Okay. Integer main is there, then integer I equal to 0 is there. Okay, this is the main function which will return 0. That is the meaning. I has been initialized to 0. Character C is A. Okay, while I is less than 5. So value of I should be less than 5. So the entire statement will be executed, and inside the loop we have written I plus plus. Means after the statements are executed, then only the value of I will be incremented. So switch C is there, means case switch case statement is there, and C is a character. Switch A is there, means C has been initialized to A, means if it is A, okay, yes, it is A because it has been initialized to A. Then case A, if it is A, then we are printing C, and C has been initialized to A only. Okay, then we are breaking. Okay, breaking means exiting from this switch case. We are not exiting from the while loop. This you have to understand. We are still inside the while loop. Okay, so for I equal to 0, it becomes true. Okay, so I'll write it down just here. I equal to 0. I told you how the flow is happening. Okay, you must have understood. I equal to 0, 0 less than 5. I plus plus means I will be incremented afterwards. Has now become 1. Switch C, C is there, and C has been initialized as A. Okay, so case A is there, then printing the value of C. C is the value printed is A only. Okay, so you are breaking from this switch loop. Okay, switch C loop. Okay, but switch C statements, but you are still inside the while loop. So for I equal to 0 condition becomes true, then C is printed and nothing has been changed. So A will be printed instead, because C has been initialized initially to A only. So for I equal to 0, it is true. Similarly, 1, it is true. 2, it is true. 3, it is true. 4, it is true. But for I equal to 5, it is not true. Okay. Because 5 is not less than 5. 5 is equal to 5. So how many number of times A has been printed till now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, till now 5 number of times. And you try to see this particular line here also. A statement has been written, printf and A. A single character is there in the double quotes, and after that new line character is there. Okay, so it will also print A. So in total, 5 plus 1, that is 6 many number of times A will be printed, and 6 is the correct option. Okay. Any doubts? Is it clear? Not clear. Okay. It is clear. If you are having any doubt at any point of time, okay, feel free to unmute yourself and try to ask me. Okay. Yes, indeed, I have printed the entire code and I have checked that it is printing 6 many number of times. Okay. A is getting printed 6 many number of times. So the correct option is 5 only. Is switch case executed 5 times? Yes, switch case is only executed 5 times. But since another statement is there, printf A and new line character is there. So this will be the sixth time A will be printed. Okay. So in total 5 plus 1, that is 6 many number of times A will be printed. Okay. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. Let's move forward. This is the execution of the code in the compiler. And this is how we will be able to see the entire thing in summary. Okay, this is the summary. Step by step evaluation is there, and counting the entire printed A is there, and reasonable detailed explanation is there. All things I have written for you. Okay. If you are having any doubts at any point of time, feel free to go through it. Okay. This is the thing. Whatever I have said, okay. So I have written here only. Okay. So you can go through the PDF. You need not to go through the lecture once again. You would be able to understand each and everything. Okay. Let's move forward. Okay. So I gave you a practice problem at the starting of the session. Okay. In the second question, that you have to print the values in this particular form and manner from 1000 to 1039, 10039. Okay. In this particular tabular form. Okay. 10, 4 cross 10. Okay. This is the format. Row is number of rows is 10, number of columns is 4. Okay. So 10 cross 4. That is the entire table which has to be printed. It can be very easily printed with using the for loop. Okay. Using the nested for loop, how it can be taken, it can be printed. That is what it is written here. Hash include stdio.h is there, then integer main is there, then integer k equal to 1000 and j and I are there. Okay, there, that is the entire initialization of k, j and I. J and I haven't initialized because I will be using providing the values inside the loop only. So for I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus, this is the loop for 10 number of lines. Okay. For j equal to 0, j less than 4, j plus plus, because entirely 4 number of columns I have to print. Then I have written printf backslash %d, means it is an integer, backslash t is tab, and then I have printed k plus j. K is 1000 and j is varying from 0 to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I have written uh, after this nested for loop for and the jth loop is ended, I have provided the increment of k to 4, k plus equal to 4. Means first of all the k will start from 1000, then it will print the value from 1000 to 1001, 2, 3 like this. Then k was 1000, it will increment it by 4. K plus equal to 4. So it becomes 1004. Then in the for loop will be executed. Okay. This particular for j equal to for I equal to 0, I will become 1. So yes, it is true. 1 is less than 10. So then inside the another loop for jth loop you will enter. Okay, for j equal to 0, j less than 4, j plus plus. Okay, so now you will try to print the values, and the value of 1004 is the initial value. J is 0 for the first time, so 1004 will be printed. Then 1005 will be printed, 6, 7. So likewise, you can print the entire table. Okay, this was a practice question from my side. Okay, question number 1. You have to print this particular table. Okay, so this you can do using the nested for loop. Okay, try to revisit this particular code. Okay, I hope that I am clear. This type of question already I have discussed in the uh, previous session, just previous session. This is session number 5. Okay, so try to go through the code once again, try to rewrite it. Okay, then you will be able to get it correctly. Okay, now another type of question or programming practice problem we will discuss. Okay, this is another type of programming problem. What is there? It is there. Write a C program to read two one-dimensional arrays. You have to write a program such that you will read two one-dimensional arrays. 1D arrays you will try to read and merge them into a single one-dimensional array of the same type. Okay. For example, if these two arrays are there, 3, 15, 45, 25, then your output should be likewise accordingly. Okay, so this is the particular test cases. Write a C program to read two one-dimensional arrays of same data type and merge them into another one-dimensional array. Okay, of the same data type. Okay, that is what is written here. So we'll just try to see. Okay, merging, how merging can take place. Okay, here I think some input and output mistake is there. I'll just write the statement. Okay, coding statement here once again, so no confusion is there. If the first array is 1 2 3, second array is 3 4 5, or just a second, providing different elements 4 5 6, then your merged output should be 1 2 3 4 5 6. That is only the objective of the question. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, I hope it is clear. Here in the input output, don't get just confused by this particular statement. I'll just mark it incorrect. Okay, just take this statement. This statement is correct. Okay, but test cases, these are not correct. Okay, this is, I think some mistake is there. Okay, but I have explained you what you have to do. You have to take two one-dimensional arrays, same data type, and you have to merge them into another one-dimensional array. Okay, of same data type. That is the statement. For example, first array is 1 2 3, then second array is 2 3 4 4 5 6, then the merged array should be 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, that is the statement of the question. Okay, so here is how I'll proceed it. First of all, let us look at the main function. Okay, libraries already I have called hash include stdio.h. Okay, integer main is there, then integer size 1, size 2, and I, these three I have declared. Okay, I already have declared. I'll provide the value in the loop only. Okay, that is why I have declared in the initial attempt. Then first of all, I am reading the size of the first array. Printf, enter the size of the first array, and then I am taking the size of the first array. Then printf, enter the elements of the first array, then I am taking the input of the first array from the user. For I equal to 0, I less than size 1, I plus plus, scanf, array I. Okay, so this is the input of the first array. Okay, now similar pattern I'll follow, and I'll take the input of the second array from the user. So same statement I have repeated, printf entire enter the size of second array. First of all, size will be input, then enter the elements of the second array that is there. Okay. Now I have built a separate function which is merged array, and inside the merged array I will provide the size, both the sizes, size 1 and size 2. Directly I am supplying them as a parameter. Okay. Integer merged array, and merged array, the index or the size which I have provided is the sum of both the sizes, size 1 and size 2. This is a pattern which you can follow, because in C the statements are executed line by line. So size 1 and size 2 both have been defined initially only. Okay. So after that it is fair enough to just uh, initialize an array as integer merged array and size 1 size 2, size 1 plus size 2. It is a valid statement. After that I am calling the function which is merged arrays, and I am supplying all the values, array 1 size 1, array 2 size 2, as well as the merged array which I have just created in the previous statement here only. Okay. Let us look what is this particular function. It is void merged arrays, means it won't be returning any value, but inside the parameters I have built in place for all the elements, which is integer array 1, integer size 1, integer array 2, integer size 2, and integer merged array. Okay. Integer ij I have initialized for I equal to 0. This particular loop I am following. For I equal to 0, I less than size 1, which is the size of the first array. I plus plus, I'm inputting the value of merged of array 1. All the values I am transferring into the merged array I. Okay. Then from 0 to 3, for example, I have incorporated the values in my merged array. Then afterwards I have to write the elements of the second array. For that I have created this particular provision. For j equal to 0, j less than size 2, j plus plus. Okay. I am writing merged array, and inside the square brackets I have provided I plus j. Okay, means till the end of the indexes of I, okay, the values of your array 1 will be written. After that, the values of array 2 will be written. Okay. Then merged array entire thing has been written. After that, the code will come here. After executing this particular function, it will try to display the merged array, which is printf merged array. For I equal to 0, I less than size 1 plus size 2. Yes, it is a valid statement. I plus plus printf merged array I. Okay. This is how you can merge two different one-dimensional arrays in C language. Okay. Yes. Is this particular function clear? I'll move to your query, Arunima. Just 1 second. Okay. And this is how I have executed entire code. I have pasted in the compiler, online compiler, and here it is running successfully. Enter the size of first array. I put it as 3. Then elements of first array I have inputted. Okay, 156. Then second size of the second array is 4. Then array of the second array, elements of the second array I provided as 1769, and the merged array is getting displayed successfully. Okay. Is this particular function clear? Any doubts anywhere? Okay, it is clear. Great. Please go through it once again. Thereby you can practice. Okay. Both the functions, both the question number 1 and question number 2. This is your question number 2. Okay. Just for your practice, I have provided. And all the questions which are receiving as the assignment. Okay. Try to solve them. Having any doubts, feel free to ask. Okay. Yes. Yes, now I'll move to our 10th. Yeah. Sir, for while loop, the alteration statement can be before the statements or after the statements. Uh, Alteration statement can be before the statements or after the statement. This question I am unable to statement. Which is the alteration statement? Here no alteration is getting performed. Please, you can unmute yourself and ask. Okay, I plus plus. Okay, sir, for while loop, the alteration statement can be before the statements or after the statements. Please remember when I have written I plus plus means after this particular line only the value of I will be incremented. Okay, so after I plus plus, if you will try to print the value of I, it will come as 1. Okay, this is very universal. Even you are inside any loop or outside any loop, the loop does not affect the statement of the post increment and pre increment as well as the assignment operators. Okay, so after this particular line only, this particular line I have written. Okay, so value of I will be incremented by 1. This particular after this particular line only. Here at this line only, I is getting read at as 1. Okay, is it clear, Arunima? Or still you are having any doubts? Before execution of switch I is increased 0 to 1. Yes. After the yes. Before only. Before only. Yes. It is increased from 0 to 1. Yes. You are 100% correct to say like this. After the terminator statement only. Okay. Before switching to the next line, the value is incremented by 1. Yes. You are 100% sure. 100% correct in this. Okay. Clear? Okay. Arunima, are you clear? Then while I executed, yeah, the loop second time, yes. Write it down or you can speak also. Thereby we can resolve the query I will be 1 or 2. Thereby if you will execute which loop, yeah, I will be 1 only. It will not be 2. I will be 1. Yes, Suvendu. Any doubt is there, then please do ask me. No problem. I will be 1 only. When the loop is executed for the second time, when while loop is executed for the second time, then I will become 1. That is why I have written I 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. For these 5 values, the switch case statement is executed and A is printed. And at the end, a printf statement is there. That is why totally it is 6. Many number of times A is printed. Okay, this is the thing. But I was already increased before execution of statement. But inside the statement, the role of I is not there. That is the thing only. Role of I is there only in while I less than 5. And inside while loop is there. That is why it is said that while loop is executed at least once, even the condition is true or false. Okay, that is the thing. I already was increased before execution of switch statement. Yes, I was increased before the execution of switch statement. But what can we do? I is still less than 5. The condition will only be checked after we exit from the switch statement. Break is there, na? So break will exit allow us to exit from the switch statement, but still we are in the while loop. Again condition will be checked. I was 0 initially. Yes, 0 is less than 5. I plus plus is there. Okay, I has become 1, but next line is switch C. So yes, switch C is there, case A is there, C has been initialized to A, case is A, it is matching. So a printf C is there, so C will be printed. C is A only. After that you are breaking from switch statement. Then you are again checking while I less than 5. Yes, 1 is less than 5. So again, this entire thing will continue. Still, I plus plus is there. So I will be 2. Yes, 2 is also less than 5. So similarly, 3 is less than 5. 4 is less than 5. Condition is true. But when I will become 5, no, I is not less, 5 is not less than 5. 5 is equal to 5. That is why you will exit from this particular condition. So in total, 5 number of times you are printing A, and at the end it is written. That is why in total 6 many number of times A is printed. Okay. 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 Good. Finally, you got it. Great. Feel free to ask. Okay. No problem should be there. Yes. For all other students whomsoever have joined, this is the end of the session from my side. Okay. If you are having any doubts, please feel free to unmute yourself. Okay. You can ask any question. Otherwise, you can kindly leave. Please do join the session next week, same time, same link. Okay. Next week, same time and same link, 3 to 5, and using the same link. Okay. Yes. This marks the end of the session from my side. Okay. If you are having any doubts, then feel free to ask. Otherwise, you can kindly leave. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. This marks the end of the session from my side. I'm ending the meeting for you all. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining the session. Do join the session next week, same time. Okay. On the same link, 3 to 5 next week. Okay. Thank you all.